Okay, we're about a little over a half hour away from the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's going to call it a direct state of play. And really, the last state of play that they had last week where they announced, they showed Stellar Blade off, they announced a whole bunch of other stuff. I recorded a reaction to it just to see if anything cool was announced, but I didn't post it just because I'm not going to, pretend to be excited about things that I'm not excited about. I was very stoked about Stellar Blade. But like this, they sort of dropped this Final Fantasy VII Rebirth news right at the end. And I am more excited about this. Now, let me tell you really quickly my complicated history with Final Fantasy. First of all, it is my childhood. Final Fantasy is what got me into gaming, with Final Fantasy IV, 2 on the Super Nintendo. That's what started not only my gaming career, my gaming lifestyle, but it really kind of changed my whole life because it got me into storytelling. It got me into fantasy. I'm an author now, as many of you probably know. All of that I can attribute back to Final Fantasy. Starting with 2, I love, which is 4, right? I love 5, love 6. But honestly, I think 7, 8, and 9 are like the pinnacle of Final Fantasy. And I'd probably throw 6 in there too. 6, 7, 8, and 9 are like the pinnacle Final Fantasy experience in my view. And once we hit 10, I beat 10, I beat 12, and kind of after that I've only dabbled a little in the newer ones. I'm an old man, so I'm traditional. I love my turn-based RPGs. I love my pre-rendered backgrounds on PS1. Final Fantasy IX is literally my favorite game of all time. But I really, really have a special place in my heart for 7. It's not my favorite one of all of them, but it's a fantastic, amazing game. So I'm in the camp with Final Fantasy VII Remake that felt a little bit burned. I thought the stuff they did well, they did really well. And those big, plot changes they did were terrible, frankly. I hate to be that guy. I know there's very varying opinions on this, but just from a writer's perspective, I'm not saying I'm the best, writer in the world or anything, but just from a very basic plot structuring perspective, anytime you mention alternate timelines or, different dimensions or different realities or anything like that, you might as well just end the story with, then I woke up and we realized it was all a dream. Like, to me, it's that level of cheap, shallow writing. We have, spoiler alert, by the way, for the OG and Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm going to be talking about some of that stuff. Basically, you have important deaths that take place in even the first portion of the Final Fantasy VII OG, before they leave Midgar, which we saw in Remake, like the tower, the plate falling in Midgar, which kills Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge. They're all alive still in the Remake, because alternate realities or whatever. And that there's going to be that big scene in the next game with a particular character. And I'm scared they're going to change it, and they're going to... I'll stop ranting. Basically, I love the stuff they did faithfully. It's so good. To the point where I am very excited for Rebirth. I really, really am. But the stuff that they kind of changed and screwed with a lot in the remake sort of upset me and left a sour taste in my mouth. So it just those cheap writing mechanics really just they subconsciously tell the player or the reader or the viewer or whatever, you don't have to worry or feel stressed for these characters because anything goes. Anybody that dies can come back. We'll figure it out if we want to. So subconsciously you stop caring about the characters and about the things that happen to them because who cares? They can come back in an alternate world or whatever. So without further ado, I know this has been really negative so far, but it's taken a few years to get over it, and I think I'm over it. I'm replaying Final Fantasy VII Remake right now, again, on the PS5 this time, because I beat it on the 4 initially. And I'm playing through it again on the 5, and I am really enjoying it. I really, really... It's such a good game. So I'm very pumped for Rebirth. I feel like it's going to be Remake, but 10 times more of the same stuff. All the good stuff is going to be even better in Rebirth. And all the dumb stuff in Remake is going to be even dumber in Rebirth. So I've mentally prepared for it, and I can be legitimately excited when Square Enix shows us what they have to show us here for Rebirth. So I'm very pumped for this State of Play. I'm very excited to see what they have to show us. I know that demo is dropping. We all kind of know it at this point, and I'm going to be playing that. But I'm not sure if I should play it tonight or if I should finish my replay first of Remake before I play the demo. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But either way, I'm excited. So this is going to start soon. Let's jump in and let's take a look. Mix of in-game footage and cinematics.
What happened to this place?
It was Sephiroth.
Make
He must have finished what he started and rule over the planet.
We have to help them.
You coming?
Way ahead of you.
Let's get to work.
This is part of the trailer we've already seen.
I will reclaim our world.
Okay. What you
皆さん
got?
こんにちは。スクエアエニックスの北瀬義則です。私がシリーズプロデューサーを務めるファイナルファンタジー7の最新作ファイナルファンタジー7リバースがついに2月29日に発売いたします。本作のストーリーは主人公クラウドとその仲間たちが宿敵であるセフィロスを追いかけ魔法都市ミッドガルの外にある広大な世界へと足を踏み出すところから物語が始まります。今回のステートプレイではこのゲームの魅力を凝縮した最新のトレーラーをはじめ特別なゲーム紹介映像をご用意しています。また重要なお知らせがありますのでぜひ番組の最後までお付き合いください。
Ooh, we have an oshirase at the end. Special announcement. Like the sound of that. And sorry, I think the top of my screen is going to be cut off for you guys. But
materia.
talking about black materia. Oh, are we in the Temple of the Ancients right here? Yeah, this is the puzzle box thing that collapses the temple. Whoa!
The celebration of the faithful. A watershed moment for all.
Woo, that looks cool.
Hey kids, sorry we're late.
Rude has to fight his crushed Tifa. Oh, what is that? Malboro? Or is that a different one? What is happening there? She put on Barrett's glasses?
You're going to
These
pay!
Duel-techs look great.
Now, who wants to be the first lucky lady?
Why is the Dawn back?
Your guests are here.
We've seen enough of him. There's so much already.
At last, the knave returns.
I refuse
that
to be
Gilgamesh?
upstaged a second time, my friend!
Friggin' Roche. I thought he was a dumb character.
Good, Cloud. Very good. Fill your hollow heart with rage.
Huh. Man, there was some good stuff in there. The Temple of the Ancient stuff looked great.
I'm back now, Aerith. I'm back.
Timeline stuff here?
We ask that you retrieve it. The black materia, key to our oblivion.
Dude.
Please. It alone can liberate us from this endless dream.
Passing through.
Who was that?
You.
Tifa!
Freaking Johnny.
Hey guys!
They're getting some sun too, right?
Barrett's sailor suit.
Well,
That's
Red,
great.
how do we
That's
look?
what everybody's been waiting for right there.
You should get yourself a reading!
It's gotta be hiding some ginormous materia. Woohoo!
This is what I'm here for, man. Open world stuff. Cosmo Canyon, Temple or Dungeon of the Gi, whatever that place is called.
Whoa! Hold this thing over right now.
You said that Sephiroth is your foe. I have a history with him.
You wouldn't believe
Matt
what he
Mercer
can
playing Vincent. Oh my gosh, there's a full dolphin minigame. Is that Tifa in disguise too? Wait a minute. That's legit, actually.
Wait, don't misunderstand. You'll need a way home. So when you're ready, I'll be here. An emissary from Wutai
Okay.
is here.
I don't know about his
Viceroy
voice yet. I need to hear it more.
With all this goddamn blood on my hands,
Dying.
how could I ever hold
They
my
are showing a
daughter
lot.
again?
Holy cow.
Those we hate, those we love, those we fear. Genova would become anyone to fool her prey.
Don't do this!
But I'm no fool.
Sephiroth!
Bro, he's attacking Tifa?
No, not you.
What is happening?
Here. Take it.
Holy.
This isn't about me, though. It's about saving the world. And you.
The reunion. When spite and sorrow are harvested to feed the
God.
planet.
That was the place behind him there. Jeez, they're showing a lot of that. By the way, the card game looked so legit. The card game looked so good. Nothing will ever top Triple Triad. Nothing. But it looked good.
皆さんこんにちは。ファイナルファンタジー7リバースディレクターの浜口直樹です。トレーラーはいかがでしたでしょうか。ここからは本作がどのようなゲームなのか私から皆様にご紹介していきたいと思います。
Yeah, I need to watch that trailer again. Almost everything in there was faithful stuff. Cool. Watching the escape happen. That's cool seeing it from an outside perspective like that. Wow. And we had all the Kingdom Hearts crap at the end, yes. Then what happens?
I'm waiting, Cloud.
In Final Fantasy VII Remake, Cloud and his companions triumph over destiny. Leaving the city of Midgar behind, they step out into an unfamiliar wilderness.
Right.
It is here that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth begins.
I did really like how the first one ended. Not the crazy Kingdom Hearts crap, but like the very end.
The
scene
stage
really
upon
cool.
which this ragtag band story unfolds is both vast and varied. The world is made up of multiple regions,
What?
all seamlessly interconnected.
Seamlessly interconnected?
The grasslands.
Was he jumping?
Located due south of Midgar, this is where Cloud and the gang
Kate Smith is running behind him. Oh my gosh! That's the marsh with
Junon
the
region.
Zolom, right?
Where a metropolis by the same name overlooks the ocean,
Junon,
a symbol
okay.
of Shinra's military
That
might.
looks so cool. Wow.
The Corel region.
Oh, that's
the
where this
resort
is.
town of Costa del Sol adorns its northern
I love the
shore,
segues.
while the gold saucer stands
Whoa!
as a gilded oasis above the Dust Bowl far to the south.
The Cactar mascot. Oh, that looks amazing.
The Gingaga region. Pay tribute to Zack by exploring his hometown.
That's right, because in the
Or visit
original,
what
that's
remains of
not
the
far
local
from
Mako
Marsh.
reactor.
No,
The Cosmo Canyon region.
that's on the other continent. I can't remember.
Become one with the planet as you return to Red 13's roots.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's the Cosmo Canyon region.
The Nebel region.
Wow.
Take a trip
Which
down
is not far
memory
from
lane
Cosmo
with
Canyon.
Cloud and Tifa. Or
Nibelheim?
stop by Shinra Manor, where Vincent rests in peace.
Whoa. The
Your
tiny
adventure
Bronco.
will even extend to the high seas.
So is it open world? I had heard that it was just
There's
big
more
areas.
to do than simply walk around, however. First, let's look at World
Chadley.
Intel. Assisting Chadley with his research
Yeah, I was like, was that
will
his name?
deepen his understanding of the world,
Oh my
allowing
gosh.
him to develop new materia. This research takes many forms, such as wrangling chocobos, or playing with the Mooglets at their mog stools. You may also come across sanctuaries brimming with knowledge of
What's
divine
that?
entities,
Is that
or
Alexander he was
lairs
fighting?
inhabited by fearsome, unique foes.
Okay, so these are replacing VR
Chadley
battles.
will also
What?
need your help in researching mysterious artifacts known as proto-relics.
What is
Investigation is
this?
its own side story, featuring a colorful cast of characters,
That's
exciting new
amazing.
mini-games, and ferocious creatures. Are you up for
What?
the challenge?
What is
And
this?
once you recover all the proto-relics scattered throughout the world, there's no telling what new developments might be in store.
What? Was that Titan or
Next,
something
let's
new?
talk about odd jobs.
Side quests
These quests
were
offer a
kind
deep
of a bummer
dive
in the
into the
first
regions
one,
of the
so-
world and the crazy characters who inhabit them.
Dude, we're playing Final Fantasy
As a
IX
worker,
right now. Chocobo
Cloud
Hot and
will
Cold.
accept work from people he meets in his travels, and team up with his pals to solve their troubles.
Oh, her again. This game has so
Helping
much
those in
character.
need, he will also strengthen the bonds between him and his comrades.
Oh my gosh. Fall Guys going
Each
on?
one of these odd jobs boasts a unique side story.
Johnny drives
Some,
me crazy.
like Johnny's questline, borrow aspects from the original FF7, while others highlight content exclusive to Rebirth.
Okay, cool.
You'll find all sorts of jobs the world over. And
This-
don't worry if you leave some for later.
Oh yeah, this
Story
looked
progression
amazing.
won't affect your side hustle. You
I
can
forgot
always
about
go
this.
back to tie up loose ends. And this freedom to experience the story how you want is one of Rebirth's greatest strengths.
Sweet. That sounds really open
While
world.
some mini-games are tied to world intel and odd jobs, many are not. For example,
That's crazy. The
popular
boxing game
ones
and the
on
gold saucer.
such as 3D Brawler, G-Bike, and Chocobo Racing, are in Final Fantasy
Star
VII
Fox?
Rebirth 2.
Soccer? What the freak?
Others
This looks
improve
amazing.
upon their remake versions, while still more are completely new to Rebirth.
This looks this is bonkers.
We've even fleshed out some of the mini-games that were featured as part of the original Final Fantasy VII
Wow.
scenario.
He's like a straight up drill sergeant.
Though this one is not in the original, I highly suggest you check out the card game, Queen's Blood.
What is
No matter
happening?
where you are in the story, it's sure to both challenge and entertain you. Enjoy collecting all
I'm
the cards
excited
and
for
building
this.
your own unique decks.
Could something actually
He's
top
planning
triple
to use the
triad?
black
I
materia,
don't know.
but I won't let that happen. He has to be stopped by a Cetra, and I'm the last.
While mini-games and map exploration are a big part of Rebirth's charm, there's more to it than just that. Rebirth provides a cinematic experience, with even higher quality content, and more of it, than Remake.
What do they mean by that?
This installment follows Cloud and company after they escape Midgard, up through to their arrival at the Forgotten Capital.
Wow. Wait, did it just say
We've
it
taken
ends at the Forgotten
painstaking
Capital?
care to depict how the group bonds during their journey.
There's the place.
One that ultimately decides Aerith's fate.
Decides
Once
Aerith's
you
fate?
finish Rebirth, I'm sure you'll agree that no other game makes you feel quite this close to its characters.
Not even him.
Decides Aerith's fate?
As
Can
for
you
the
change
graphics,
it?
Rebirth makes full use of the PlayStation 5 and its SSD,
Nice.
meaning we could use much higher resolution assets than we could in Remake.
Yes. Forget
And
you,
it will still
FF4.
load in the
Or
blink of
FF4.
an eye.
PS4. This is just PS5. Are we gonna have good haptics this
Maintain
time?
a 60 FPS frame rate with performance mode.
Good trigger functionality? Oh, we're doing performance mode 100%.
Or prioritize 4K resolution with graphics mode.
Performance all the way.
Whichever you prefer. Rebirth has you covered. Each character interacts with the world in their own way.
Okay.
Barrett shoots
Cool.
objects. Yuffie swings across gaps.
Wow, it's like Metroidvania style abilities.
Tifa has her grappling gun. Red can climb
Tifa
along
can do
walls.
anything she wants. She is the goat.
Kate
Get out of
Sith
here,
grabs
Aerith.
and
It's all about
throws
Tifa.
items. And Aerith manipulates the life stream.
That's cool though.
Whatever challenges you face,
Wow.
your teammates will be ready to help you overcome them.
So there's like some traversal puzzles that are character based.
Now for the music.
Oh, the
We
music
wanted to
was
pay respect
so good
to the
in Remake.
original FF7's tracks, but also challenge ourselves by matching the feeling of each scene, which resulted in some truly innovative arrangements.
Wow, look at those costumes. What is Aerith wearing?
Like, for example, the
Rapunzel
following.
dress? Your whole party sneaks in. That's amazing. Coral Prison. He's got the Buster Sword too. I mean, I'm sure this isn't representative of someone playing through the game, but
How
it
is
is
that?
interesting that you start over with
If
it.
you enjoyed what you heard, we recorded well over 400 new tracks for this game, so there's plenty more where that came from.
400.
Thank you for choosing Bronco Cruises. We sincerely hope you enjoyed your trip with us.
Your party's bonds aren't
His
just
voice
reflected
does
in the
match. I
story,
like
but through gameplay as well.
Hey, this tank reminds
The choices you make throughout your adventure
Whoa!
will change the way your comrades feel towards Cloud.
We're going towards the date, that's why, right? We're building towards the Golden Saucer
These
date.
feelings affect who will
The
join
relationship
one
with Tifa
again
has
in the Golden
changed.
Saucer. Something I'm sure many of you
Whoa.
are excited about.
We had like Horizon-style
In fact,
choices there.
even allies who weren't available in the original FF7 can now accompany you, provided you play your cards right.
What? New companions?
The saucer
can
is
accompany you?
packed with many incredible sights to see and things to do.
I was already thinking the current cast is too many to control
So
anyway.
your outing there will no doubt be a highlight of the game.
Wow. Character building stuff or relationship building
Already
like
have someone
Xenoblade?
who you'd like to go with?
You first. Cloud?
Well, we hope they feel the same way too.
They know. They're like, we're focusing hard on the
Your
date part.
companions will share a bond not only with Cloud, but with each other as well. Your party level, a numerical expression of this bond, will increase as you overcome challenges.
I'm going to accompany you.
The higher this
crazy.
level, the more skills will become
100
available
party
in your character's
experience
folios, a mechanic new to Rebirth.
Oh my gosh, there's
Unlocking
so
the
much!
skills etched in these tomes, your characters will grow stronger and learn new synergy commands.
Oh, so this is how you unlock Duel-techs and Triple-techs and
Part of
stuff.
what makes Rebirth's combat so fun is all the different character combinations.
Oh my gosh. I'm so... An actual RPG?
The situation.
You're telling me
or
I'm gonna
even
play an
your
actual party-based RPG?
Every possible party combination has its own unique synergy commands.
Oh, that's amazing.
So once you find characters that work for you, focus on tweaking their skills to match your combat needs.
That's cute. I'm gonna be spamming the crap
And
out of
don't be
photo
afraid
mode
to
on this,
experiment.
man. I'm gonna be
You
taking
can
so
reset
many
your folios
pictures during
at
these
any
Duel-techs.
time.
They look so cool. They're so cinematic.
With new characters and synergy commands at your disposal, Remake's satisfying hybrid of action combat and strategic planning has been made even more dynamic
I do like
and
the battle
engaging.
system a lot in this. They really nailed a good middle
We can't
ground.
wait for you to experience all this and more in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on PlayStation 5.
They are not ashamed to just be quirky. I love it. It's so
ディ
weird.
レクターの野村哲也です。い
あ、
かがだった
哲
でしょうか。
也さん、ご苦労様です。
広大な世界で描かれるクラウドたちの物語にどうぞご期待ください。最後になりましたが、皆様に重要なお知
The
らせが
demo
あり
is
ます。
probably the special Hapio, right? Or
本日
special
より
announcement.
ファイナ
Yeah.
ルファンタジー7
Today,
プレイ
like
してい
we
た
all
だけ
thought.
る体験版を配信いたします。
Do I
こ
play
の
it
体験版で
today?
は物語の重要なポイントとなるニブルヘイム事件が収録されており、クラウドやセフィロスを操作することができます。さらに
Or
今回の体験版で
Cloud or
は発売までの間にアップデートが入り、ジュノンエリアの一部を探索できる追加デモが開放されます。
Man, I'm so
本
tempted
作
to
の
just
特徴
not
である
touch
自由
it.
度の高いエリア探索を体験してください。詳細な情報は公式サイトや SNS をご確認ください。
This looks like it's in the
ぜ
VR
ひ
mode though
この
still.
豪華な体験版をお楽しみいただきつつ、本作の発売をお待ちください。
What do I do? Like I said, I'm playing through the PS5 version right now. I beat it on 4, playing it on 5 now. Do I jump into the demo tonight or do I beat it first? Okay, PS5 immersion, 4K. Gosh, that looks so cool. That's got it. Yeah, that's the Gold Saucer stage. You all join into play together. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Adaptive triggers, finally. I'm sad how few games utilize that. Great, that is awesome. HD Rumble, right? Oh. This looks so good. What is happening? Yeah, this has to be in the Gold Saucer where you join the little mini game and you're in the play together. Because it showed like Barret in armor. That is what I have. I have the Pulse headset, so that's good. That's definitely not Barret's normal voice actor. Sounds great. Yeah, Cloud's like at night. This is the play. That's it. Yeah, it's about 20 minutes. Okay. There is a lot to look at there. Holy cow. Wow. Okay, first of all, the Temple of the Ancient stuff looks amazing. I know I had my reservations about, like I said at the beginning, I had a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth from what Remake did to the story. I've accepted it now. It's been a few years. I can live with it. But putting all that aside, it is pretty darn hard to not be excited for this game. This looks so good. We're just a few weeks away. Yeah, this Temple of the Ancient stuff is crazy. Look at that. Like, that is a very faithful representation of what happens in the original. It even showed it folding up and everything. These Duel-techs and stuff look crazy. I don't know what... I've been wondering in my current playthrough of Remake what Roche... What's his deal? Why is he important? He seemed very, very tacked on to Remake, so I guess I'm glad in that sense that he's here again, so that tells me he had a purpose. I don't know what that is, and I'm kind of scared to find out what it is, but this definitely suggests there's some timeline stuff. It doesn't seem like a flashback. Who the heck is this? Who's that? I mean, there's so much. Yeah, who is that? They did mention that there's other characters that you can join with that aren't part of the main cast. I wonder if she's one of them. She looks cool. This Costa del Sol stuff is so funny. All their Barrett's sailor outfit. Sorry, I have no plans on like watching this all through again with everybody. That's what everybody's waiting for, right? That's what everybody's been waiting for. They're being very tactful with the costumes, which is nice. But yeah, Aerith, you can get out of here. You can get out. It's all about Tifa. I mean, this is just crazy. What else was in here? Yeah, this game, the card game. Yeah, that's definitely Tifa in there. Is it not? I love how the whole team joins up for the Junon infiltration. That's the coolest thing ever. I love that. Yeah, what did they say? They said the game goes through the Temple of the Ancients, or up to that point, which means it has to end with that pivotal scene, right? That has to be the cliffhanger ending. It has to be. And I don't know how I feel about them saying you'll decide the fate of Aerith. I don't like that. I already half expected her death to be minimized. Again, spoilers, sorry. It's a 30-year-old game. Get over it. Okay. This is what I want to look at. This is what I want to look at. Oh my gosh. So it would appear, you can see Midgar right here. It would appear, and when we know, Intergrade brought us from there to Calm, the town of Calm, and that's where the game kind of starts. So they kind of chop out this middle portion, I guess, between the two that you'd usually traverse in the original game. Because then you go to the marsh, and we've seen clips of the marsh, so I assume, well, maybe you'll start in Calm with the flashback, and then you cross the marsh into the Junon region, which is like, is that all of this right here? It should be, I guess, because that's the only major town. Of course, they could add more, but it looks like this is the whole Junon region here. Then you take the ship over to this region, right, in the original game. Yeah, the Gongaga region is one big one. And then the Cosmo Canyon region is one big one. So this is about as close to an open world as you can get without it being open, right? But once the Tiny Bronco is in your possession, it seems like you can just traverse the ocean. Can you hit up these islands and stuff? And it is interesting looking at the map. It looks like the northern part of the map, which is like Northwood, it says up here, which is kind of where Game 3 takes place, right? That's where the crater is and all that. It almost looks like it's sort of sealed off from the game up here. Like it's covered in this snowy stuff, which we know is part of the original. But like it seems very segregated from the rest of this game. Like this is all wide open down here, and this is all sort of closed off. So I don't know how they're going to do Game 3. If they're just going to reproduce the same map like Tears of the Kingdom style or what, but That gets me excited. That map is crazy. And that's Cloud jumping. I doubt it's a button press jump. I doubt you have a jump button. I'm sure it's a environment prompted action, but wow. And how are we playing as Aerith on her own? That's interesting too, in Costa del Sol. I mean, I could talk about this forever. I know this. I don't want this video to go on for too long, but like, this definitely looks like everything I wanted Remake to be, or at least more of it. I know Remake, being in Midgar, it kind of had to follow its own rules, but Kate Sith is running around. The Golden Saucer looks amazing. That is crazy. The mini games look crazy. Nibelheim, my goodness. Chadley, what else do we got in here? Let me just blast through this. The mini games and the side quests look like they've been fixed a lot, which is great. Yeah, Duel-techs. I mean, jeez. This piano thing is so cool, too, with Tifa playing in her bedroom. So cool. There were some interesting shots of Red 13, too, weren't there? He's playing soccer. He's standing up in his sailor outfit. What is this? Like, what is that? It doesn't seem like they're in Junon there. It looks like he's got this costume on for is it the play of the Gold Saucer or something? I don't know. We got a whole tournament for, what's the game called? Queen's Blood or whatever? Not Triple Triad? Oh, man. I mean, even with my hesitations and reservations based on the first game, you can't watch this and not be excited. This is so cool. And I'm honestly thinking we might have alternate skins, like alternate costumes. Because I know obviously in Del Sol we have their like swimwear and all that stuff, and it showed here. I was trying to find the part of the clip here. Right here. I keep skipping over it. Right here. Oh, this is the same. Those are the same outfits. Okay, that's still in Costa del Sol. But there's been, I don't know. It seems like you can change costumes, maybe have cosmetic costumes or something. Dude, the high wind up there. This is crazy. I never used Yuffie much in the original game. She was never one of my mains, so I'm kind of excited to see what she has to offer. Yeah, and then we get into Xenoblade stuff, man. We have relationship stuff, like party building. We have Horizon-style decisions. Oh man, you know, anytime I make a choice with Tifa and it's the wrong one, I'm restarting. I'm totally restarting. This looks like the haunted hotel in the Gold Saucer. Yeah, they are so aware. Like the date stuff is heavily alluded to. Man, this is just wild. And at the end of the day, it has to be fun to play, right? Combat has to be good. No matter what the story does or whatever, I can live with it if the combat and everything else is really good, and it looks like it is on the money. These dual and triple techs look amazing. So cool. Okay. That's it. I'm really excited. Let's get it. Let's get it.